This one simple process helped me make over $10 million selling digital products, specifically PDF guides, and AI did a lot of the heavy lifting. And before I show you the simple process step by step, just know I don't have a course to sell you. I don't have anything to sell you. So that's how you know you should just watch this and take it all in. So the first thing is finding, the PDF guide idea, like the title and what I'm going to sell to people. So I come here on PDF Trend Lab and I go to generate ideas. And then you can choose any niche, right? So one of my top niches is the pet niche and the parenting niche. Where's the parenting niche? Right there. Specifically moms though. So if I were to click parenting and choose parenting for the niche, I'll come here and type in mom. So it'll find me ideas based on real search data, real search data that, people are searching right now all over the internet, whether it's on Reddit, Google, whatever you want to call it. PDF Trend Lab will, specifically find problems and issues people are looking to resolve. That's why I use this, and that's why I think it's a cheat code. I'll leave a link in the description and pinned comment of this video so you can try it out for yourself as well. So let's say I want to choose the mom niche parenting or even just pets, and let's just do puppy. I'm going to leave it at 10, click generate ideas, and in a few seconds, PDF Trend Lab will, like I said, find ideas, based on what people are searching to resolve, like the problems and issues that they have right now. That's why it's a gold mine, because no other app or software is out there that will specifically search for problems and issues people are having. And that's what makes a PDF guide work. If people don't have a problem and you're just making a random PDF guide about a random rubbish topic and subject, no one's going to buy it. It needs to be problems and issues people are having that you can then resolve, okay? So let's see. The Ultimate Puppy Care Guide from Adoption to Adulthood. So something like this already is something that sticks out to me, because from adoption to adulthood, a lot of people foster, puppies or just adopt puppies in general. So they can see this and it'll resonate with them because it's something that's emotional, right? Your PDF guides also has to be emotional. That's why when people have problems and issues, that's why it makes a good, PDF guide. So emotion is what makes people buy. Okay, does that make sense? So when you're looking at, PDF Trend Lab, anything 70 and above is pretty much something that I'll just click save on and probably make a PDF guide about. Now, when you see something that's green like this, 80%, I'm not even gonna read it. I'm just gonna save it because it's something that's a huge opportunity, right? Puppy care, sustainable practices for a greener future. So everyone, is using AI these days and, trying to eat better and do all these things. So it resonates with what people, are actually doing in today's world. And that's how you know that, okay, this actually makes sense, right? So let's say I want to use this one right here. And I'm showing you the step-by-step process that, helped me make the $10 million. This is exactly what I did, okay? So let's say I want this right here. I want to test this out because, I don't know, it just speaks to me the most, and I'm going to test this one out first, right? All I did is come here, copy this right here, this whole thing right here. So this is supposed to be the title and the subtitle, right? But if you were to place this on a PDF guide, no one's gonna buy it because it literally is a search term, right? You don't want that. You're gonna copy it, go to ChatGPT, and this is where AI is going to do a lot of the heavy lifting for you, okay? This prompt, it just says, can you shorten this title for a PDF guide, make it very punchy, and let it strike an emotion in the potential customer? And then you're gonna paste the, title and the subtitle that you copied from PDF Trend Lab. Click that. And then you just click that, and ChatGPT should do that for you. So, puppy care made simple. Raise a healthy, happy dog from day one. Boom. Puppy care made simple. Raise a healthy and happy dog from day one. You can literally now take that, place it on a PDF guide, and if you compare that to the actual search term, I mean, which one are you gonna click if you just got a puppy and you were trying to figure out how do I, do things? Because raising a puppy, let me tell you, I've had 2 puppies and I took them back to, the breeders because I couldn't do it, okay? And back when I was trying, I bought a stupid book I saw at Target. This is before, PDF guides were really a thing, right? So I, bought something just based off the emotion, because I was like, I really want to keep my puppies, but I couldn't keep the puppies because It was overwhelming. And anyone that has a puppy or had a puppy at one point, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. And that's why PDF guides sell. Okay, don't let anyone tell you otherwise, because there are things that people are going through that literally, some people are going to say they can just ask ChatGPT. No, the average person is not thinking like you and me that are, business people, okay? The same reason why I went when I was in Target and bought a puppy training book is the same reason why the same person scrolling online that is searching for, this right here, from adoption to adulthood, a comprehensive roadmap to covering all stages of a puppy's life, emphasizing proactive care and early intervention. The same people that are searching for this, like, oh my God, I have a new puppy, blah, blah, it's stressing me out. When they see your PDF guide titled Puppy Care Made Simple, Raise a Healthy, Happy Dog from Day One, it's going to strike the same emotion that struck me when I was at Target and I saw a puppy training book. Does that make sense? So just keep that in mind. The consumers, they don't think like you and me. You know what I mean? They don't think like that. They just want the resolution like this, okay? That's why, emotion and problems and issues sell so well when it comes to PDF guides, okay? So now that you have, a title and a subtitle that you can work with, you can obviously change this to whatever you want, make it hit harder. You can tell ChatGPT, give me 3 variations, and pick whichever one speaks more to you. Me personally, I just pretty much go with what ChatGPT gives me, and because I'm a creative person and I've been in the business space for over 10 years, I can look at this and probably make it better just by being creative, right? So after that's done, then I'm now gonna copy this right here, open another ChatGPT tab, and then you're gonna copy this prompt right here as well. Write an entire PDF guide for the title and subtitle. Title, boom, subtitle. You're gonna come back here, copy the subtitle. And I'm telling you, AI is going to literally, when you press enter, create the entire PDF guide for you. Boom, and just like that, as you can see, ChatGPT is writing the entire PDF guide for me. The introduction page, the actual first page, giving me actual steps, and this is information that if you obviously read, it will make sense. You get what I'm saying? And typically you can leave it how it is, but what I like to do is I like to read it and actually feel like, okay, this information makes sense. And if I buy this as someone who owned a puppy, or if I buy this as someone who is going through whatever you find on PDF, Trend Lab, if I buy this, is it going to give me at least like some level of sense of relief? Am I going to feel like, it helped that customer at least 1%? 1%. If it helped them feel 1% better, that is enough, because you don't want to just sell rubbish that doesn't make sense, right? So if you want this to be even more comprehensive, you can tell ChatGPT, make this a 20-page, PDF guide that, has comprehensive, actionable steps, a checklist, all sorts of things. Whatever you want to do, you can do it right here in ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will write it for you. If you have experience in whatever PDF guide you're creating, you can even tell it to add some of the knowledge that you personally have into that PDF guide. If you want to research anything that it said, you can take these and put it in Google and do your research. If you're one of those people that you want to make sure everything is down to a T, but typically ChatGPT is smart enough because it pulls data from, online studies and all that kind of stuff. So it's not just going to write you rubbish, right? But always read it just to make sure that it makes sense and you can see someone feeling 1% better after they read your guide. So the next thing you're going to do then is you're going to go on Canva and you're going to design your PDF guide right here. Now, for those of you watching, this is actually one of my more recent successful PDF guides. One of the most recent successful PDF guides that helped me accumulate the $10 million actually. So as you can see, your cover is very important, okay? And before I even go any further to explain this is where I found the cover. You're gonna go on unsplash.com, unsplash.com, and you can find copyright-free images, okay, that you can use. All I did was I typed in cute puppy, scrolled until I saw, oh my God, this is cute, but boom, this hits me. I mean, look at this. When you're sitting here watching this video, which one stands out the most? The one that's yellow, right? You have to think that way. When people see your ad, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube, which I will talk about later, you want them to stop scrolling, right? You want to get their attention. This is going to get their attention. This will get their attention too, because the cute puppy with a Christmas, Santa Claus hat on. But look at this right here. So it was a no-brainer. I just literally saved the image, put it right here, put my title, put my subtitle, by an owner who has almost rehomed their pup, okay? And I put a little arrow there, just, because why not? And it makes it pop even more. And then obviously this is not the same guide that I just created here. I'm just showing you the example step by step of what you would do. And then all you're gonna do is literally one at a time, copy and paste the content that ChatGPT wrote for you. And that's exactly what happened here. Copy and paste. As you can see, this one is more month 2. It's giving you the steps, but in months, because you would ask ChatGPT, like I said, if you wanted to be more comprehensive, interactive, you can just tell ChatGPT, make it more like that. You can add little pause, right here, just find images on Google or whatever. If you can design it however you want, okay? So once you've done that, literally, the next step is to go on Shopify, okay? A lot of people might use Etsy and whatnot. The reason why I use Shopify is because you can fully customize your store. You can add reviews. You can literally make it feel like an experience, okay? Etsy, you can't do that. And with Shopify, you can run paid ads and all that kind of stuff and you won't get banned or whatever the case is. You really have full control with Shopify. And as you can see, you can get Shopify for $1 per month as opposed to the $39 per month, okay, that it usually is. I'll leave a link to this special offer in the description and pinned comment as well, because I use Shopify. The 10 million, this is a Shopify dashboard right here, okay? Shopify, I've just always used Shopify for the past 10 years because once again, you can fully customize everything. And yeah, you can build your own brand with Shopify. But yeah, now let's go into the marketing. The next step is, how should you market your products? How did I do it to do over $10 million in 1 year? Well, I did 2 types of marketing. First is influencer marketing, but strictly YouTube. Okay, the reason why I use the YouTubers is because with YouTubers, when someone goes to watch a YouTuber for the first time, they're gonna spend at least 10 minutes with them, right? Now, if I use a TikToker or Instagrammer, when someone watches a TikTok, it's typically 6 seconds. Let's give them even 30 seconds. 30 seconds versus 10 minutes. Who are you gonna build a connection with more? The person that you just watched for 10 minutes. And typically when you watch one YouTube video, you'll probably watch another one and another one. So now you just spend 30 minutes to an hour with someone versus on TikTok, you spend maybe 2 minutes total if you watch a couple of TikToks and Instagram Reels. So YouTubers are the best way. All I did was contact YouTubers in my niche, okay? And literally you can do 2 types of payments. So you can pay them a flat rate or you can give them an affiliate offer. Affiliate offers typically work, when you don't have money to pay someone up front, right? So with people that don't have a lot of money to pay these YouTubers, then you need to probably do an affiliate deal. And for the affiliate deal to work, you need to work with micro influencers. So YouTubers that have, 20,000, 30,000, maybe even 50,000 subscribers, because anyone above that, they feel like I'm big. You need to pay me some cash up front, okay? So, but for me personally, I paid up front and I did an affiliate marketing deal. I did both throughout the whole process, right? Throughout the whole year, because I've been in the industry for over 10 years, so I know companies. I've made money in other businesses to where it's like, I know influencers, so I can say, hey, look, I'll give you 50% commission. Let's split this 50-50. You already know what I can do with these numbers. You already know I'm good. Boom, boom, boom. For me, it worked like that when it comes to the affiliate and working with big influencers with hundreds of thousands of subscribers without paying them up front, because I've already proven that I can do that. Does that make sense? So for you can't do that with big influencers, and with small influencers, it's still going to be a struggle. So I would recommend, if you have money, pay the YouTuber, because YouTubers are the most trustworthy influencers on the planet. Period. So I recommend YouTube influencers. But what I did was I used that, and then I used Facebook. Does that make sense? So with the YouTubers, when they post something, Shopify tracks who comes on my website with the Facebook, pixel. It's called a pixel. The pixel is what tracks, what people are doing on your website. So you want to connect that pixel so that when you're doing your influencer, your YouTuber, shout outs, your YouTuber, sponsored videos, you want to make sure that every person that goes on your Shopify website is then being tracked by Facebook. Because when that happens, then what I do with Facebook is I just tell Facebook, hey, show my ads to the people that went on the website from the YouTuber, shout out post, okay? Show the ads to those people that went on the website that did not purchase. It's called a retargeting ad, because they already watched, the YouTuber. They already went on the website. They already probably added to cart, went to the checkout, but they just didn't purchase. Now, when I show them that ad saying, hey, why didn't you purchase? Here's another $10 off, or whatever the case is. They're going to take it. Retargeting ads are typically profitable right away. Okay, so boom, that's one way I use Facebook ads to this day. The other way is the same thing, the same funnel, right? When you're doing that, when you're sending people there through YouTubers and Facebook is, tracking everybody, instead of sitting there showing your ads to a cold audience on Facebook, if you don't use YouTubers, what's going to happen is Facebook will now show my ads to a warm audience. So I can tell Facebook, hey, create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 million people like the 1,000 people that went on my website from that YouTube shout out. Does that make sense? Okay, so if none of this makes sense, okay, everything I just showed you, I advise you to then watch my full step-by-step course right here. It covers everything I just said in this video, but it's 3+ hours long, and I would recommend that. Like I said, I don't have a course or anything to sell you. The course I have is literally right here. Peace.